I got a comment of a viewer, Xavier. He asked me something which requires so much explanation that I thought, let's start out a new series called Questions and Answers on Eco. You can ask me anything about the game, anything about my channel, or maybe you got some questions about me. I'd rather just make a video about this than putting something in the comments, because if someone in the future would like to know the same answer, they can just watch on my channel at the playlist Questions and Answers on Eco. Just watch the video and there you go. So Xavier asked me, out of curiosity, what are the quantities of the resources you have in storage? And oh boy, this is going to be one heck of a video. I just want to do this real quick because it's a lot to show. We will start out here at the farm area, then we're gonna go to this fishing area, then the lumber area, and then the industry area. It's going to be a lot. Now, not everything is actually into storage because there are a few loose items here and there, but I am a little bit busy cleaning things up, so certain items just need to be moved to another area. For example, I got a bit of wood here for the fireplace. Now that would be kind of normal if you would. Let's start out here in the garage. Now in the garage I got a couple of stockpiles. It is not just cleaned up perfectly, but slowly but surely it will, because I got a lot of food all over the place and I need to clean up. This is something I will do off camera. Maybe in the future there will be a stream. We can talk a lot more. But I got some of these basic foods that I got too much of, and I'll just put it in this stockpile. And this food's down here can actually not be stored in here, I believe. Well, might be possible. Yeah, long story short, I'm just going to need to clean up all of the food, give it some spots. There are silos out there where I can put some food in, and this actually needs to stay empty in case we're going to do some of these cooking episodes. Then I just need to grab what I'm going to need, put it into the garage, and then we can cook some stuff. There is a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, a lot of butchering too. I got two fridges down here where all the food needs to be put down, or better to say all of the dead animals. I got a couple in here, and then all the other ones, the smaller ones, are right down in here. And I got some tallow. Now the tallow is something that I would like to save up. I'm not going to put them into candles, because if you want to make biofuel, you're going to need to have tallow or something like that. Now down here I got a small wood stockpile which needs to be cleaned up, or better to say, I'm going to need to place a stockpile somewhere clean, where all the firewood will be stored for the fireplace, because that thing needs to be turned on all the times in order to get the housing points out of the fireplace. I'm going to need to have a small stockpile where I'm going to put some of this coal for the tractor. Down here is like the outside cooking place, if you would, just with the campfire. Now I believe later on I can leave the campfire out of the cooking stuff, because there is like a replacement for the campfire, I think. I'm not sure, I just need to get deeper into this. But basically what I need to cook down here is something that I put down here. I do have some cherry bits and some cherry tomatoes, because that is what I'm currently eating. The beans and huckleberries is something that I don't have an update on, as in next level food. Now down here I got two silos. These are the two silos where I'm going to need to store all of the vegetables and fruits and whatever not. So in this guy, the left one, I need to put down all of the seeds, and we can stack them up to 1000. And then down here, all of the editable foods need to be put right down in here, and not spread out all over the map. But cleaning up is something that I am slowly but surely getting done. I got a little bit of wood here. Once again, I actually need to clean this stuff up, but I think I placed it down here because I was making a fence slowly but surely that way. I might end up making like two smaller stockpiles down here with a couple of needs. Maybe I could put the wood in here, maybe I should put the coal in here. Anything else, the other woods all need to be put down at the lumberyard. Now, I do have a couple of road pieces in here, because for the future I want to build a road all the way out there, which is going to be from this area right down here. And at this spot down here, it will also meet the road that comes from the tropical area. And down here there will be a mini beet farm, because the beet farm, I've checked this in one of the other episodes. If we just check it out real quick, beets grow the best in this area rather than in this area. I can grow beets here, but when I farm them, when they're finished, I only get one beet, which I'm not gaining any more seeds, because beet seeds is something that is very rare. And the other thing that I can do from beets is bring them to the farming table and make them into seeds. But if I don't gain more beets than I actually farm, then I'm going to get a problem in the future. So that's why there is some stuff down here to make an extra road. So this is actually all for the farm area. Let's move out to the fishing area. Okay, I got a couple of stones. It also needs to be cleaned up. Now, what I might end up doing for the future is actually make a warehouse where I'm going to store certain items that are actually extra, that I don't straight away have to use, but what is laying around way too much. I think it would be handy to always have something extra in case I'm going to need that. So a warehouse would be a very good idea. Now, this place down here for the future is going to go away. I'm not going to need this as a farm area anymore, because basically this road down here will be continued all the way up to this place, so I don't have to, you know, if I'm here, I don't have to drive all the way around. I can just take a shorter route this way. Will be handy. Also for the future, I might end up making a building down here. Maybe I don't know, a furniture store would be nice, like a big furniture area. So for the future, I will just keep harvesting all of the stuff that it will grow down here, and I need to put them right away into the farm, or I can just store them for a little bit down here. But I'm really going to need to stop putting stuff all over the place so I can have a better view on the stuff that I actually got. So a little bit of farm stuff right down here. So here we arrived in the fishing area. Also here in the fishing area, I got this stockpile. Actually, I need to clean this up. I also need to have a place where I can actually store some dirt. Maybe once again, I'm going to need to have a massive warehouse. I just need to clean this stuff up, and then things will be fine. Now this little fishing house, I actually haven't been using it this much, but it was actually a lot of fun to build it. I got a couple of little chests in here, which I currently don't use. I do have a fishing rod. I got some arrows apparently, and I got some sea stuff. Maybe I should, maybe I'm getting more into the sea stuff when we really start cooking things, because you know, cooking things can also be done with urchin, or yeah, clean urchin recipes. We got kelp, some creepy kelp. Kelp is also used in a few certain things. Got a little bit of wood, probably in order to make a fishing rod. I'm not quite sure. I'm not too much worried about this little area down here. And of course, I got this fishery. Maybe for the future, I will use this a lot more. You know, I can clean stuff up right away, right down here. The one and only problem I did had already, I'm not gaining any fish. Like, I've been moving this fish trap up plenty of times. I put it higher, I've been putting it lower, I've been putting it deeper into the area, less deeper into the area. But I'm not gaining any fish from this, which is a bit of a shame. Of course, probably I'm doing something wrong, or it's not very clear. Well, it is not very clear what you need to do with it. I tried to search also online for it. Some people were saying you need to put it deeper into the sea. Other people were saying you need to put it more at the seaweed area. But so far it's not really a big deal. And of course here we have the lumber area. Now the lumber area is a little bit messy also, but that is, you know, I need more things rather than just wood only. I got a bit of glass in here because I need to make glass garage doors. These clots are in here because I need to make like a windmill type of deals. Anything else supposed to be in here? These things, I can't remember why. There's probably a reason why I needed them in here. But this, I still have no story of changing this whole area with a bigger stockpile because I never had problems running out of space ever again with this thing. So that's very good. I got a little bit of cardboard down here, and this is my space where I always put down all of these nails so we could make like lumber wood. This place doesn't really have to be cleaned up though. Maybe I can take the glass out. And I got like a large stockpiles because I am going to need to move once again certain items. Down in here I got a few couple of random stuff that also need to be cleaned up. Maybe I should start a clean up Sunday, something like that. Just cleaning up, finishing projects and that kind of deals on a live stream. It might be a little bit of fun. As you can see, I got some stone into this little building that is near the tailoring building. I just use this to quick dump stuff, but right now at this moment this stuff can actually get out of it. I got a lot of chests in here which I actually do not really use. I got a few couple of books in here, but I have been busy making a book house where I would like to store all of the books, all of the scrolls. I would like to make a module house where I'm just going to store all of the modules when I need. And I got a few couple of random building items or tools in here and even seeds. And cleaning up is really a thing that is going to be needed. Now, what I'm thinking about right now is maybe I should fix this building into a storage for certain building materials and tools that I'm currently not using, like this kind of, carpentry tables, torch stand, maybe some doors, just that kind of stuff. It would be nice to just, rearrange the stockpiles, maybe rearrange some of these chests. I'm going to have a lot of chests in the bookstore though, so I might just take them out. I just change the sign and make it into, I don't know, building supplies? Maybe Home Depot type of idea. Now down here I got everything I need for the tailoring. Now there is a little bit of extra stuff in here like wooden boards, which I believe I needed in order to make certain furniture items. I needed some hewn log for furniture items. I got some backpacks, which I might need to store at the Home Depot idea. I think it will be fun. I'm not really in the need in order to clean this up. I just can leave it as it is because certain items require certain things, like I need boards for this and I need lumber tack for that. But these items in here are actually supposed to be here, to say it like that. It's getting dark, but I think you guys should be able to see something. Now down here, this area will be changed into, I don't know, some store buildings with apartments on top, but right down here I actually got some mortar stone. It is not a complete storage because over there I got another stockpile. I need to move the stockpile stuff up to this area, but this stuff basically is going to be used right down in this area in order to make a certain building. Now I also decided to get the windows out of this building and just close them up because this building is not really going to be used anymore. But I still would like to keep the building here because it's actually the first building being renovated that we ever made. So maybe somewhere in the future this building can be used again. So that is a stockpile with building supplies that we're going to need right down here. Alright, now we are getting into the industry area and this is going to be a lot, but I would just like to show you. Don't mind all these trash bags down here because I'm doing a experiment. I will just talk about this in the episodes after this. But down here I got a couple of smaller stockpiles. I need to move up this stockpile down here actually to a certain place, maybe at the farm or maybe, I don't know, somewhere. But basically what I'm keep doing here, if I cut down trees I get wood pulp, and this wood pulp can be made into mortar with the campfire, which doesn't have any wood at this moment. But here you have charred mortar. It takes a lot of wooden pulp to make some mortar. I don't really need it, but the point of this game is if you throw stuff on the ground it will be placed like little trash bags. more about this in the next episode if you're already curious what I'm doing here. I got some couple of seeds and food stuff again, which need to be placed up to at the farm area. And I'm thinking of it, I might need to make a storage area at the lumber camp, whatever you want to call it, where I'm putting all of the tree seeds. Keep them separate from the normal seeds. I know what I have. There's a little bit of clay. This clay needs to be at the brick factory. There's a little bit of dirt that needs to be, get the heck out of here. Maybe I'll just change this area into a dirt area. Just stockpiles with dirt only, because dirt is something that I cannot really place anywhere. I've been making a lot of ramps for a little while. Yes, this stuff is everywhere. Down here I got tons and tons and tons of mortar limestone. I'm going to need this in order to, get the skyscraper off of the ground. Now down here I got a couple of stockpiles. These stockpiles with stones is going to need to be moved up to a certain area where I don't have problems with it. So I might place a large stockpile. I'm thinking of it right down here. 2 stockpiles maybe, and just fill it up with road pieces, because I'm going to need to have a couple of road pieces for this area. I'm going to need to have a couple of road pieces maybe later on for this area, because driving this road is so slow. And also, of course, I'm going to need to have more road pieces for this area. I don't want to store everything down here, so I might just end up placing them down here. It's not in my way of anything. And all of these stockpiles need to be replaced. I got a couple of ramps in here, which also might need to be placed up there. Even if it's just to store them. Yeah, these building pieces need to be put down there at those building pieces. I'm afraid this is too much to put there. So I got a little bit over a complete stockpile with the mortared sandstone. Here I got some more of mortared limestone. I might just try and see if I can put them down in the basement of the building. I got a couple of normal mortared stone, which needs to be taken away here. I got a lot of ramps and road ramps and whatever not. Here I got a lot of these woods, and I've been using these woods mainly for, in order to get this building done, but it's kind of finished / yes, no. It just depends on how high this building will be, which will be a vehicle building, which I basically mean I need to place a few more of these signs, probably at the top and the one below, and that will be that. So once again, more dirt. Might need to dump it all right down here, because that area is not really going to be used. Alright, and by the way, spoiler alert for the next episode. So down here I got the assembly building, which how it's made, I like to call it. And down here I got just a few little small stockpiles with some random stuff and a garage door, which is not going to be neat in order to build something at the assembly line. But I got a little bit of steel, a little bit of concrete, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I also believe, spoiler for the next episode, I seen it. A pump jack. Very good. Now down here we have the machinist working house with all the machinist type of deals. Now there are a lot of stockpiles around this building. Some stockpiles are not really being used for the machinist, but I actually don't mind to just put down a little bit of this lumber, because or else I have to go all the way to the lumber area each time if I just need like 1 stack or something. But once again, all of the other random lumber needs to be placed right down here. Here I got some space for maybe a couple of stones that I'm not making that much. For example, like these granite mortar stone. I got a couple laying around. I should just put them in here. And the same goes for the normal mortar stone. So down in here, in those 4 stockpiles, is basically everything that I make from the machinist table. These modules need to be moved up to the bookhouse. Down here I got a little bit of basic stuff that comes from certain machinist tables. Actually the sign down here should be the same. Right down in those 3 stockpiles needs to be more of a random stuff like lumber, or maybe absolutely. Wow, I didn't even know I got some food in here. Yeah, once again, food needs to be at the farm. And down here, I got a few random stuff which needs to be placed at the building, which I had the idea of a Home Depot type of deal. You know, get everything a little bit more together. So it's maybe good that you ask me this question, make me realize I need to clean up a little bit more. And down here we have Annie's anvil, where I can anvil anything with iron or, you know, store a little bit of copper. Down here I got some more piping. I am going to need to have a lot more piping in the future, and of course a stack of nails which also need to be brought to the lumber. A lot of iron and a lot of copper. Down here I got like a random, you know, once again, like all of this road stuff need to be put in one place. And this is kinda okay because I probably needed a little bit of this and a little bit of that in order to craft something. It's fine. I got a little pile of stone stuff which need to be moved up to the stone area. Just a matter of cleaning it up a little bit. Down here I got some more stockpiles with junk. This is, I believe, basalt. Yes. Basalt needs to be crushed down and used in, you know, stone stuff, like mortar stone. So this can be a way. This stuff down here is slag. Slag also counts for the same type of deal. It's used in crushed slag recipe. I need to get deeper into this. Yeah, but basically it's saying a glass-like byproduct that is created when smelting ore. Crushed slag is often used in production of concrete, so I can use this stuff right now because concrete is a new type of deal in the series. What I would rather use these stockpiles for is for coal only, because this is a coal stockpile, and I'm going to need to stockpile a lot of coal right down here, which will be okay. Alright, just a few more things to go. Down here is of course the brickery bricks. I got a little bit of glass down here because I needed to level up into glass so I could make a glass module type of deal. I got a little bit of brick. I've been using a lot of brick the last couple of days. This stockpile needs to be clay. It is empty. This stockpile needs to be clay, which is empty. I got a little bit of clay at the bunker, let me just say, which need to be moved up here. Down here I'm completely filled up with mortar, which can be made from sand or wood pulp. And down here I got a little bit of sand. Now, sand is not really much of a problem. I have been digging out tons and tons of sand right down here, and I got tons and tons more sand to go. Down here I got a lot of more asphalt ready to be laid down onto the road. These cement bags is something that I don't have a lot of, which I don't have to have a lot of. So it's just one bag or one stack of concrete or cement, whatever. Ooh. And yeah, stuff. And this asphalt road is going to be needed for this deal down here. And probably in the future I would like to asphalt this if, you know, I can be bothered with that. So yeah, I got a lot of that. And stone is not really a problem anymore, I've noticed, because since I'm making a lot of this asphalt, it's getting, you know, depleted, which is good. Still, I got a lot of this stuff left right down here. Now, for the future, since this stuff is depleting a bit, I might give this a little bit of a change later on, because now we can make like some fun concrete stuff. I would like to make these pillars out of concrete and maybe change the outer edge to concrete also. It's going to take a bit of work, but you know, I just would like to change it a little bit because it looks a little bit odd in my eyes. Besides that, I got another clay stockpile right down here because I believe I needed clay or either to make concrete or mortar bags or cement in this case. I keep confusing mortar and sand and concrete. But I need this in order to make cement. So that is good. Down here I would like to save up rebars, which I'm going to need in order to make concrete. Down here, I'm not really sure just yet what I'm going to store here and there. By the way, spoiler again for the next episode. Yeah, but basically down here there needs to be a whole stockpile of coal and a whole stockpile of iron in order to make steel. Down here, this stockpile might be used for quicklime, because quicklime is a thing right down here which is going to be used to, yeah, in order to make steel. So yeah, one stockpile iron, one stockpile coal, and a small stockpile with quicklime, and the finishing products will get dumped into here. I got a little bit of steel, a little bit of quicklime, which should be placed right down there. And slag is something that I need to clean up. I don't really been into slag productions just yet, but so far so good. Down here, some more spoiler alerts. This will make all sense in the next episodes. But I'm also starting to get a new type of thing, which is compost. This is something for the farm area. More about that in the next episode. This area I need to clean it up / update a little bit. I'm going to need to make a small road up to there. I'm going to need to put these stockpiles onto mortared stones or whatever. Also counts with those stockpiles. I'm going to need to dig out a little bit of limestone, which is okay because I'm going to need to have a lot of limestone. Down here, more spoiler alerts. I changed this a little bit. So these stockpiles here are used in order to get the crushed stone temporarily stored, if that is the correct word, and then from here it goes up there. Because I don't want to have this connected to that, because if I'm crushing, let's say, iron ore, it's splitting up into sandstone and iron ore. And the iron ore needs to be brought to the mine, and I'm not in the mood to, go up every time. Just making it a little bit easier. Here it will be split, or in the truck to the mine, or it will go up and be stored right down there. So that is that. Then we have this building right down here, which is kind of recognizable as our first renovated building. And this contains a lot of stockpiles and a lot of stuff. By the way, down here, this is for the bookhouse. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet how and what, how I need to restore this. Like I said, I'm going to need to renovate this area. I probably need to end up getting all of this copper away. And when I need copper, I just straight away need to put it into the crush ready stockpile to crush it, separate it, and smelt it right away, rather than just storing it right down here. I need to use this for basalt and the other stuff. I don't know what the shiny stones are. There's these ones. Shale. Yeah, those stuff need to be put up down there. Now this is normal rock, and behind the normal rock is supposed to be sandstone. But like I said, I'm going to need to place this stuff a little bit better, a little bit more logical. There's a lot of cleaning up to be done and a lot of rearranging. Also down here, all this stuff needs to be oriented to the bookhouse, or either need to be placed at our Home Depot building, which will be in the future. And of course, when I got a little bit of like roadkills, I just store them here until I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the cooking house, the farm area. Let's bring this stuff with me and just store it right down there. So I don't keep running around too much in order to place all of the stuff there. A little bit of limestone here, a little bit of limestone there, because this is going to be crushed. This is going to be neat in order to, certain items require some limestone apparently, and I don't want to waste everything to crushing, but also end up, doing extra job. This stockpile down here is a complete freaking mess, but that is okay for now. Sometimes I just need stone, glass, cloth, whatever not. And this stockpile actually belongs with it, containing also a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I'm going to need to clean all of this stuff up, so it's a little bit better. So it's actually good that you asked me this question, what do you have and what do you don't have, like more roading stuff. It is just absolutely a mess here and there. And now I'm done with the asphalt. I'm actually ready to, clean things up a little bit. Also this down here, I should place like a nice little plant in there. You know what? I actually always carrying some seeds. I wish I could just do one right away, but not too bad, not too bad. Maybe I should place it more closely to the wall. How about that? That looks a bit better, right? So that is that. Yeah, you can guess the next upcoming 2 days. I will clean everything up, and yeah, thank you for your question. I really like to talk about things with you guys, show you a lot of this stuff what I'm doing into the series. I really appreciate your question. Interacting with the series is something that I like a lot. So for anyone else, if you got some questions, just let me know at any video onto my channel. If it's something that I really can answer with one single line, I will do it. If it's something that I feel like I want to make a video out of it and I can make a video out of it, I will just do it. Unless it's like something that takes 10 seconds. And with that being said, Xavier, I hope I have answered your question, and thanks for watching.